So, dear all, thank you so much for being here today again for this session that we are having regarding the FEM 2024 updates. And today we will cover the waste section. So, having a bit of background for myself. Some of you already know me. My name is Sandra Teixeira, and I have a degree in chemical engineering, also a master degree in energy engineering from Portugal. I have more than 24 years of experience in the textile sector, and which of those 11 were spent in the industrial field, wet process. And I have been involved in several roles as quality assurance, developing new products, team management at a Portuguese retail brand, and working also as chemical sales engineer. And in the past few years, I'm performing environmental audits in several countries in Europe, as well in Latin America, regarding water assessments, energy assessments, and chemical risk assessments. As usual, we would like to let you know that this webinar, the audience will be muted in order to ensure the best audio quality. So please feel free to send us your question throughout the Q&A function that you can see here below. And at the end of this session, we will have a dedicated space in order where you can ask your questions, and also following up will be an email with a link to this video recording as well to the presentation PDF. And an additional remark is that these materials are copyrighted by Cascale, so and leadership and sustainability, so please do not share them outside your organizations, please. So as usual, we have the agenda, the welcome and an LES introduction, the introduction to the FEM 4.0, the waste section, some added value regarding the implementing the Higg FEM, about leadership and sustainability, and as referred, the question and discussion at the very end of this session. So going through the FEM 2024 cadence overview, and here again we can see the 2024 Higg FEM cycle cadence, where you can purchase your modules from November 2024 until October 2025. Also, your self-assessment can be done from November 2024 until December 2025. And the posting of your self-assessment can be from January 2025 until December 2025. And these verifications can be done from January 2025 until December 2025. So, but please remember that if you wish to have the self-assessment with content locked for benchmarking, you can only do that until the 30th of April from 2025. And again, going through the changes of FEM 4.0 for the 2024 cadence. And we already covered the site and info information, environmental and management system, energy and greenhouse gas emissions, the water use, the wastewater, air emissions, and today the focus will be on the waste. And in this section, the waste, and as introduction, the waste section encourages you to identify the types of waste that you are generating at your facility, to ensure that all wastes are appropriately managed on site, storage and disposal, as well how your waste is treated, disposed of after leaving your facility, to track and report the quantity of waste that is generated at your facility, and adopt solutions to reduce waste throughout better manufacturing practices, recycling, reuse, and preferred waste treatment solutions. Also to implement practices to divert waste from landfill and into circular economy. There are the waste at your facility could be non-hazard waste, that is any waste that causes no harm to human, environment, health, or non-hazard waste that usually includes both non-hazard product waste as well domestic waste and hazard waste. In any case, that is any waste that could be cause of harm to public health or the environment because of its chemical, physical, or biological characteristics, like inflammable, explosive, toxic, radioactive, or infectious wastes. Hazard waste can be liquids, solids, or gases also. Here we can see a table with the non-hazard waste types, like textile waste, leather waste, rubber waste, metal, plastic, paper, cans, wood, food waste, glass, cartons, forms, pre-water treatment sludge, non-hazard, general or unspecified waste, slag, also non-hazard or others. But please note that legal requirements may differ from country to country. Please separate your waste according to the categories to your local legislation or requirements. Additional hazard wastes. Here we can see also a list of hazard waste. Empty chemical drums and containers without proper cleaning, film and printing frame, paper treatment sludge, pre-water treatment sludge, hazards, expired, unused or used chemicals, waste oil, solvents, reactants, etc., or compressed gas cylinders like refrigerants, contaminated materials, batteries, fluorescent light bulbs, ink cartridge, waste oil grease from cooking or waste oil grease from production, not from cooking, metal sludge, empty containers, cleaning, sanitizing, pesticides, electronic waste, coal combustion residual like fly ash and bottom ash and coal slag hazards or others. Also here should separate your waste according to the local requirements that could be different from these ones listed here. Also, regarding the waste disposal methods and the preferred options are, of course, the material recovery, like the reuse, recycling, including the upcycling and the downcycling. The waste disposal methods and the less preferred options are the energy recovery of non-valorized disposal, like incineration with energy recovered from non-recyclables only, the energy recovery, residual management, physical or chemical or biological treatments, on-site incineration without energy recovery from non-recyclables, off-site incineration without energy recovery for non-recyclables, and non-valorized disposal or other treatments. Also, non-valorized disposal, like responsible manage landfills for waste that cannot be managed in any other options. And the least preferred options for the waste disposal are the energy recovery with the incineration with energy recovery for recyclables. Also the landfill and dumping with no control measures, and on-site incineration without energy recovery for recyclables. Off-site incineration without energy recoveries for recyclables or any other. So you can see that these are the least preferred options for the waste disposal. As a summary for these new questions or rephrased complemented questions that are not entirely new, so segregation and tracking, non-hazard and hazard waste, the validation of final disposal of all waste categories, and also the emphasis on the employee training and knowledge evaluation, post-training evaluation, baselines and targets, waste baselines and reduction targets, and circular economy, the participation and approach description. Here we can see the waste levels and the questions that are distributed in the level 1, level 2, and level 3. And here highlighted are the questions that were added in the 2023 cadence. So in this 2024 cadence, there are no new additions or no new questions. Regarding the waste, the only thing that is new in this 2024 cadence is now that the verification of the quantitative data for the waste is going to take place in the 2024 verification. So last year the waste data was not verified, but this year, as they are part of level 1 questions, they will be included in the verification and the quantitative data will be verified. As example for level 1 question, track of non-hazard waste, does your facility track each non-hazard waste stream it generates? And as sub-questions, or do you track this waste stream and the description? What quantity of this waste stream did you generate during the reporting year? The unit of measure, which methods was used to track this waste stream, and how was this waste disposed of? And describe the waste management disposal of the waste stream. As suggested uploads for this question, a waste inventory of non-hazard waste streams generated at the facility should be uploaded into the platform. The waste quantity disposal, the tracking records that show that the quantity of disposed waste in the reporting here, like waste manifests, internal tracking records, should be made available in the platform. The documentation that shows the final disposal, all these should be uploaded. And regarding the track of hazard waste, so the question 8 is, does your facility track each hazard waste stream it generates? And in the same way, do you track these waste streams, the description of this waste, the quantity of the waste stream generated during the reporting year, the unit of measurement, which method was used to track this waste stream, how was this waste disposed of, and is this hazard waste transporter, the treatment and disposal facility licensed and permitted? And describe your waste management and disposal process for this waste stream. Also, as suggested uploads, you should have a waste inventory of all hazard waste streams generated at the facility, the waste quantity disposal tracking records that show the quantity of waste disposed in the reporting year, like waste manifest or the internal tracking records. Also, documentation that shows the final disposal method for each waste, the contracts with waste disposal carriers or facilities. Another question, and this is related to employee training. Does your facility provide awareness training to employees regarding the segregation of waste? And the suggested uploads is the records of the waste segregation training, the copies of the waste segregation training materials that were used, and the employee training plans that demonstrate waste segregation trainings that is provided to all employees. A question for level 2 is the waste disposal methods. Question 17, which waste disposal methods are used for facilities waste, and select all that apply to your facility. The preferred option, material recovery, reuse, recycling, including the upcycling and downcycle. The less preferred options, like the energy recovery, like with incineration with energy recovery, for non-recyclables only, or residual management, like physical, chemical, or biological treatments, and non-valorized disposal, on-site incineration without energy recovery from non-recyclables, or off-site incineration without energy recovery for non-recyclables. Also, the non-valorized disposal, other treatments, responsibly managed landfills for waste that cannot be managed in any other option under the referred option or less preferred options. And the least preferred options are the energy recovery, the landfill or dumping without no control measures, on-site incineration without energy recovery for recyclables, and off-site incineration without energy recovery for recyclables or any other. Regarding the hazard waste reduction, question 25, has your facility reduced hazard waste generation in the reporting year compared to your baseline? Report baseline quantity, unit of measure, and baseline year. Has waste generation been reduced compared to its baseline? What is your achievement for change in percentage in hazard waste reduction from this stream compared to its baseline? And you should enter negative for reduction. Describe the strategies used to achieve this improvement. As suggested uploads for this question, documentation supporting the reduction in waste generation that was achieved and was related to specific action taken by the facility to reduce this waste. As examples, we have waste quantity data and baselines, the evidence of process modifications, new equipment or work practices that result in waste reduction. And now going into level 3 questions, waste disposal and treatment. Does your facility validate the final disposal and treatment of all non-hazard wastes? And describe how you work with your facility's waste contractors to ensure appropriate disposal during the waste treatment. Also, as suggested uploads for this question, document the facility's validity waste disposal and treatment with waste contractors, and the example documents and procedures for validation reviews and assessments, complete validation assessment reports of waste contractors, and question 30 is related to circular economy. Do you or are you willing to work on circular economy systems? And here you should describe which is applicable to you to participate independently on your own, work with industry working groups, work with customers, work with other suppliers or others. And as suggested uploads, you should upload the documentation that demonstrates that your facility is capturing or reintroducing these waste materials that are being used as part of a circular economy system. Example like waste disposal or purchasing records, contract agreements with receivers or suppliers of waste materials. And also here, in this waste section, there is a part for the waste management section and the quantitative data that is required. And here you should have the document overall waste generated by each waste stream, the annual generation, the training to employees whose work involves hazard waste handling, the number of employees, the frequency of these trainings, the document quantity of waste based on disposal methods. And these are the questions that we have prepared for today. Sorry. And having some information again regarding the added value of FEM. Here you can see LES team map where we are based around the globe. Also where our Higg FEM and local experts are based in several countries as Bangladesh, Cambodia, China, Egypt, Germany, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, Portugal, Romania, Tunisia, Turkey, and Vietnam. Also, we would like to highlight our LES Academy platforms. That is a self-paced learning platform for your sustainability education, where you can find several courses, including a more detailed FEM course covering all the questions in FEM. And we would like to highlight also our collaborative service with ZDHC, Leadership and Sustainability's Chemical Inventory Verification Service and in-check verifications, as well our partnership since last November 2024 with CleanChain, which is an approved solution provider for the in-check generation. And the benefits of generating the ZDHC in-check reports with CleanChain will allow chemical inventory management. Suppliers can upload and maintain their chemical inventories within CleanChain, ensuring up-to-date records. Also, the integration with ZDHC Gateway. CleanChain connects with ZDHC Gateway, allowing for seamless access to the ZDHC chemical module and extensive product library. Performance monitoring. CleanChain offers tools to track chemical usage, manage and safety data sheets, and monitor overall chemical compliance throughout dashboards and the scorecards. And also our current ZDHC services, like ZDHC trainings in several areas, like chemical management, wastewater management, the in-check verifications, and also supply to zero level 2 and 3 verifications. Also here you can see where our experts for ZDHC are based in countries like Bangladesh, China, India, Pakistan, Portugal, Tunisia, Turkey, and Vietnam, and the number of experts that we have per the country. And please note that the verifiers are authorized to perform these verifications worldwide according to the customer requirements. Here, as usual, you can see our global team and our contacts, the website, where you can find more information about leadership and sustainability, and also our services, our emails where you can contact us, and our phone numbers. Please reach out to us in case you need any support in any of our offered services.